I'm just starting everything. Give me 1 second. Is the hey guys, before starting off and everything, is the audio okay? Like, I don't currently have a microphone by sorts, but I'm using kind of the microphone of my headphone here. Is it okay, or is it like too bad for you guys? What can you tell me about that? Is it okay? Okay, I'll try to do less noise possible, the less noise, the less noise as possible as I can, because I know it can pick up kind of like my keyboard and things. Um, but yeah, like anyone. So guys, let me introduce what we're gonna be doing from now often. So something that I've noticed that I liked to do is kind of like talk throughout the games and do kind of the commentary with you guys. So if you wanna be with us during the game, watching reactions and of sorts, and we can discuss what's happening on the field, you can stay with us, no problem whatsoever. But if you want to come after the game to discuss what you've seen and you want to watch it with your family, with your friends, you can do that as well. It's completely up to you. You can choose what you want to do. But before starting off, well, today, the game, I want to tell you that this will be probably something that we would do. I would say most Barcelona matches and also matches kind of like of the Champions League and finals and things of that sort. So this is going to be a test run today. Let's see how it goes. Maybe some of you saw that the other day I live streamed for like about 1 minute, just kind of like testing out the settings and things like that. So hopefully you enjoy this. If you do, be sure to drop us a like. Yeah, let's get started. So I want to go over the lineup today. So let's go over to my desktop screen right here, and I'll go over to my Twitter page. And here we can take a look at the lineup, because the lineup for today is very, very interesting, to be completely honest. It's very, very interesting. So where is it? Where can we find it? Let me mute this stream because it's making me crazy. So the lineup for today as follows, as you can see right there. It's we got Messi, we got Ansu Fati, and we got Griezmann making up the front three. So that is something very, very interesting in my opinion, because we kind of saw a very crucial Martin Braithwaite, especially in the game against Mallorca. And then we saw an Anton Griezmann, which wasn't nearly as good, I would say, going forward as he was kind of like in defensive kind of phase of our game. So I'm honestly surprised that Quique Setien decided to go like that. I'm very, very, very interested, because I would have thought that Martin Braithwaite deserved that start. You know, he scored his very first goal. He played an amazing game, and we continue to see Griezmann, and of course we see Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati is just a player I would like to see whenever the time is possible. You know, play from the get go as a substitute. I have no problem when he plays. He's just that guy for us. Um, I'll start by giving you guys a kind of bit of a moment. I'm gonna mute this thing because it's making me also crazy. That is the game live on my screen. Hopefully that doesn't get picked up or anything. But well, my predictions for today's game, I gotta say that I feel confident. I feel that this team looks fresh. I feel that this team looks proper. And most importantly, I think that we have a kind of solid base when it comes to rotating out the squad, because we see ourselves playing a kind of start with Artur, we have Sergio Busquets, and we have Rakitic, something which is nice to see. We don't have the Jong, which of course gave us that injury scare at the start. But overall, I'm very kind of happy that we're getting to see all of this, you know? Audio's a little bit low. I'm going to be turning up a little bit higher up for all of you. And hopefully you can understand that. Hopefully you can hear it. Hopefully you can hear it. I'm going to be reading your predictions. Wilson Diaz, what do you think will be the final score? Oh yes, I was talking about that. I think my score would be, I'm gonna say 3-1, 3-0 victory. You know what? I was gonna say one, but that was Barcelona before the Corona post kind of break. Right now we have a Barcelona that didn't concede against Mallorca, and I think this kind of not having fans is actually helping Barcelona a lot more because we're seeing a team that doesn't have that pressure onto them, and I like that a lot. I really, really do. So I would say 3-0. I think goals from one from Messi. I'm gonna go ahead and say one from Ansu Fati, and I'm gonna say one from who should I go? Who should I go, guys? Who should I go with? I have no idea who should I go with for my third and final scorer. I have no idea. Maybe two from Messi. Maybe that could be a thing. But I think Ansu Fati and Messi both will score in this game. I do think that. I think that could potentially be something that could be going on. Um, yeah, I'm trying out this very, very hopefully it works. Hopefully it does everything good. I'm really trying to get all of you guys kind of involved into this a little bit more because I enjoy that part of YouTube more than all of kind of like just news and things like that. I think discussing things together is what really brings us, closer as a complete kind of community and everything. So yeah, I'm gonna be waiting for the match to start as well. I got it on my computer screen right here. Unfortunately, I cannot show you the game because copyrights and all of those things. I've already had some kind of troubles with the copyright before, but but hopefully this time around doesn't happen. I didn't break any rules, but still, they kind of told me that I needed to find somewhere else. I have no idea what did they mean by that, but that is what they say, and I cannot really fight against corporations with the size that I am. That is something that I cannot do at the current moment. Yeah, let me open the chat because we still have Fatty or Vinicius, says Domen Scafar. Sorry if I pronounce your names wrong, guys. It's something I haven't done in a while, especially all of you are all around the world, so pronunciation might be a little bit different. Fatty or Vinicius, I have to say that Ansu Fati, to be honest, and it's not because I'm a Barcelona fan in that sense. I do feel that Ansu Fati has a much bigger future for kind of the next few years of sorts. He's of course younger. He hasn't done. I did a video about it, and from the research that I got, Vinicius has of course done a little bit more than Ansu Fati, but Fati has the years on him. He has 17 right now. He has still 2 more years to go until I think he's actually ready to get consistent game time. So he has tons and tons of time to really progress. He already have more than 1,000 minutes for Barcelona this current season, and he will be continuing to get more a lot in these kind of La Liga games because of the rotations and of sorts. So I'm gonna say Ansu Fati. I do think Ansu Fati can push Vinicius, of course, a lot further. Vinicius has one thing, and that is that he cannot finish to save his life. He cannot finish to save his life. Racer SF says, "Sub Beast, how you been?" I've been good. I've been good. It's lagging a little bit from what I see on the stream. Hopefully that doesn't happen a lot more. I want to get the chat more. I want to make it bigger, maybe. Maybe we can make it bigger. It's very laggy. I know. I see it. It's very laggy. I don't know why. I don't know if it's my internet. I don't think it's my internet, to be honest, because I'm seeing the stream just fine. Like the football stream, not the actual camera. No. I'm gonna try to fix it in the meantime. The match starts in 5 minutes, so I have those 5 minutes to save my life, I guess. Let's open up the chat box. Let's make this a little bit bigger for the time being. I don't know what's making this so slow. I hope Griezmann shows up as well. I really like Griezmann, and when he scores, it just gives you kind of the confidence that he can start building on from that. That's what I really want to see from Griezmann. Really take his game to the next level. Hopefully he be able to do that. I'm gonna close this because it's taking too much. I think that streaming kind of three things at the same time might be kind of hindering my computer a little bit because I don't have my super computer here. I just have my kind of normal laptop. So there's not really much I can do. much. You say for you the stream is not laggy. Hopefully that is something that all of you, all of you have. For my internet, it's kind of nice. We have 2 skip frames detected over the last 2 minutes. The camera is all right because in my preview I see it fine. Hopefully get fixed. Hopefully fix it itself. It says the stream quality is good in my thing. We have good FPS. We don't have any drop frames. The CPU is kind of doing all right. I want to put this down here because I wanna see how our stream is doing. You know. I think it fixed itself, guys. What am I drinking? Nothing. It's not alcohol. It's nothing. It's So here is something that in Peru happens a lot. You kind of like I've lived in the UK, right? And when I lived in the UK, you have a lot of kind of water. You have like water and lemonade. People drink that and they drink kind of like sodas and fizzy drinks. But in Peru, you drink like a lot of juices of actual fruit. So that was passion fruit juice, and it's not like one you buy out of a box. No, you make it from the actual fruit itself. So that is something that hopefully, guys, you will try someday. It's just fruit made out. But well, the game is kind of starting. We have already the players lining up in the stadium, so it will be about no time for the game to start. I'm doing very good. Thank you. Today I had a crazy day in the morning. I woke up and I was like, when you wake up and you're still sleepy? That's what happened to me completely. And I've been playing a game, like a video game, that I never thought I would play, but I've been stuck into it. All because of the break. Like, this is a question for you guys. Have you find something, like, during this Corona break that has made you go like, oh, I love it? Like, you just discovered something new. And for me, that has been Dota. Like a Dota. Like, I cannot believe that I'm playing that game that much. But my friends got me into it, so it's kind of like their thing. Okay, now the game is properly starting. Hopefully we get that win, guys. I really would like that win. Because the worst thing that could happen for Barca right now is that if we get the win against Mallorca and then we lose against Leganes, or we draw or something like that, it would be the worst possible thing for Barcelona. Let's be completely honest. We have Danilo saying Messi should stop starting on the right wing. I hate it when he cuts in and leaves all that space in the wing wasted. I think that's kind of like a thing that we will eventually see from Messi. He has done it for a very long time now already. But the thing was that before we saw someone like a Dani Alves, take advantage of that space. Now we don't. So that is why I think you say it's wasted, because we used to kind of have that someone using the space to the best of his abilities. Sergio Roberto is not nearly as good as someone like Daniel Alves was going forward. Anderson Semedo has been showing certain kind of glimpses of that, but he's still lacking that consistency. Not because of his own play, but rather because the manager doesn't really give him, the time. What else? What else do we have? Hello from Asia. Where in Asia are you? Musin? Is that your name? How to pronounce it? I have no idea. Sorry about that. Andrew Salah, what's your score prediction? My score prediction will be, I already said it, a 3-0 victory for Barcelona. I feel confident for this game. And well, the game is currently about to start. It's already started in my second screen, but I'm going to match it with the screen that I currently have for this live stream. It's true. It's true. Sandarash, it's true. Roberto T dominated that space against Mallorca. It's very, very true. I think the freshness of this entire break has given our players, the extra, just not experience. What's the word? The extra confidence that they can really do whatever they want. Just give me a second, guys. I'll be back into answering the questions as soon as the game resumes in my screen. I know it's a little bit late, but I just want to keep it kind of together, so we have some sort of coherence into it. It's already kind of almost 1 minute in, but I just want to finish it and start it together. For you guys, is the game has already started? Let me know. Let me know. I just want to see. And well, Racer SF, what do you think of the news of Man United trying to buy Fati for 150 million? That's crazy. I don't believe. I don't believe. I would die if Man United signs Fati. It would be so awful. But thankfully, Barcelona are not in the business of selling him right now. So we're starting the game. No, I'm not gonna show you the game. I can't show you the game. It would be the worst possible thing if I show you the game. It will literally destroy my channel. No. I won't show you the game. That is something that can happen. No, you can't. You can't. So, guys, once again, I'll type it in the. Oh God, I'll type it in the chat maybe if I can. Maybe not. But well, the game has started already. So 5 changes actually happened. We got Junior Firpo on the left back position. We got Lenglet replacing Ronaldo Araujo. We have Artur Rakitic in the midfield, and we see Ansu Fati instead of Martin Braithwaite. That is what we have. Is it me or Messi with long hair just looks way more fresh? He looks way younger, of course, with no beard as well. But he just looks fresher. Of course, it's a result of the coronavirus break, not necessarily of the I'll say of the long hair, but he really looks that way. He really looks like that. I've never done a live commentary before, guys, so you need to give me feedback on how we do this. I'm not gonna commentate like oh my god, Jordi Alba has the ball. He bounces back to the. I'm not gonna do that. I just want to watch the game together. I think that's kind of where I wanna be with these live streams. Roque Mesa, man, he's been everywhere in Spain. He's been everywhere. He's like the drink water of La Liga. That's what Roque Mesa is. What do I think of Koulibaly? I think Koulibaly is an amazing defender. I really do think he is. The thing is that the price tag that he currently holds at Napoli would make it very difficult for any club to buy him. And the fact that he's like 27, 28, I think, maybe even 28 going on 29, makes it very difficult. Also, Fati makes it very, very difficult for the clubs you really to get that, I'll say, to give themselves a good argument as to why to buy the player. If you're going to spend 90 million, 100 million on whatever Koulibaly will cost from Napoli, you're much better off trying to spend that on a younger defender than someone who's 29, if you get what I mean, even as Koulibaly can be as good as he really is. Because I think Koulibaly is amazing. I really do think he's a great racer. But it depends on the price. And 100 million euros for a 29-year-old, 28, I don't know, it's not worth it. Recio. I can still not believe that Malaga actually got relegated, man. Malaga has been a club since I think I started watching football. They've always been in la Primera División, in the first division. Oh, did you see that? I'm supposed to just nutmeg that man. Oh, our CM. Oh my god, take that. Who do you think I will score? Will score for Barca? I think Ansu Fati and Messi. But I say 3-0 is my prediction. But I don't know who's gonna score. Mm, I'm blinded by the lights. I like that. I like that passing between Busquets and Griezmann right there. And look, that's the thing. That's what I don't understand. Why would you spend like the game time that you give someone like Arturo of playing him? Oof, what a ball from Sergio Roberto onto Messi. Wow, bro, that's no foul. That is no foul whatsoever. There is no foul there. Who was that? Ruben Perez. That wasn't a foul. But like I was saying, that's the thing. If I'm gonna give game time to Arturo, I would much rather have him play with someone like De Jong. Really, like why waste the time kind of having him played with Rakitic that we all know he will leave this summer or the one after that. But just keep him playing with the young, right? Just play him with the young. It seems that Setien always wants to have one veteran at least, one guy who knows everything. And that is Rakitic for him and for many managers as well. And so with Junior, I like that. I like that combination. I think Junior Firpo and Ansu Fati could potentially develop something good. We've seen that happened with. Why am I so tired? We've seen that happen before with Semedo and Dembele, where they played like 3 matches together, like Dembele right wing, Semedo right back, 3 matches consecutively, and they looked so fast, man. They looked so fast, so deadly for the right hand side. Okay, I just saw the PES kind of advert on the thing. Who actually plays PES? Do you guys play PES? I've never known anyone who plays PES. Everything that I play, like football games, is FIFA. I know nothing about PES. Ansu Fati, oh yeah, yeah, I know. Ansu Fati didn't understand with Griezmann right there. The pass was for, of course, for Griezmann, but Ansu I think should have just kept the ball. Kept the ball, stop it, kill it, and then look for someone in the midfield. That's what I would have done. Benjamin Counter saying, "Who would you start, sell, and bench from Coutinho, Griezmann, and Dembele?" Um. Okay, start, sell, and bench. I would start Dembele. I would start Dembele because I like. Okay, we're of course talking in a world where nobody gets injuries, right? And everyone's playing okay, like 7 out of 10. I would start Dembele. Why am I so tired? I would start Dembele because I think his qualities is what we're missing right now. We need a winger that can really stretch out the defense and use his space to kill it. Kind of like that is why I'm happy we have Braithwaite in a certain extent and Ansu Fati as well. That was dangerous from Leganes. Thankfully, Rakitic was there. But I think we need that. That is why Ansu Fati, Braithwaite, all of those players, I think, could help us a lot. I would start Dembele because I think he's potentially the best out of the three when he has that consistency and when he has that game time. But then I would potentially sell or bench Coutinho. I would bench Coutinho, but it's hard because I like Griezmann a lot, way more than I like Philippe Coutinho. But I just find such trouble to finding really where Griezmann can play in this team. I want Griezmann to do good. I want Dembele, Coutinho, all of them to do good. But with Griezmann, it makes it very, very hard to really find a place for him because he's not a natural winger. He's not a natural striker. Griezmann would be good in a front three, playing that role of what Messi is currently playing right now. But we all know that Messi doesn't give up that role. So I think Coutinho, in contrast to Griezmann, can play further back in the midfield. So I would go with Dembele, keep, sell Griezmann, and then bench Philippe Coutinho. Can't find a place to watch the game. Well, I don't know if I can say it, or I know I cannot link the video because that's kind of like illegal. But you can find a lot of places to watch it. Come on, there are a lot of live streams in Google. I've heard there's a page called Ronaldo7 that is very good. It's literally called that. It's called Ronaldo7 on Google. Hello, Brian. Welcome to the live stream. Empecé with a cross. We got a Leganes counterattack right now. Who's that? Recio? Yeah, they got Recio for the left hand side. Oh, come on, our defense. That is so open, man. They could easily be a goal for Leganes right here. Wow, Eraso. Wow, Oh! Whoa! Man, how are we gonna let Leganes do that to us? Leganes went completely full throttle. Barcelona, my goodness. Barcelona completely choked the overside trap. The over kind of how you call it? I don't know how you call it, but the offside trap. We completely messed up the offside trap. And then Leganes had an open attack to the left hand side. Eraso took way too long to shoot because Eraso could have easily found the net. And Barcelona could have been 1-0 down. That could have happened. 1-0 down for Barca. I know. Leganes almost scored. Did you see? We had like 6 players on a line. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 players in a line, for to do the offside trap. And then I wanna see who messed it up. Okay, Lenglet saves the goal from the net. Lenglet stops the goal. Amazing Lenglet. But Junior Firpo was the one who took a little bit too long and let it pass to Eraso. They were at different opposite side of the field, but as you know, the offside, it doesn't matter where you're in the field. If you're in the line and you pass it, you're offside or inside. And in this case, Eraso was still onside. Yeah, we're not doing too good. Leganes are being a very physical team, and from certain interviews that I've heard from Javier Aguirre, which is their manager, he specializes on kind of making their teams very durable per se, and that could be a trouble for Barca. Oh my god! 13 minutes in, and Leganes has had 2 clear-cut chances. Leganes almost scored again. What is going on? What is going on, man? Lenglet to Junior Firpo through the left. Vamos, Junior. I like Junior Firpo so much. You don't really understand how much I like him. Because I like, there are not too many players outside Latin America, like Uruguay, Argentina, like that do good in football. But Junior Firpo is from kind of half Dominican Republic. from the Dominican Republic. Yeah, when you hear him speak, he still has that accent. I've been to the Dominican Republic once, and he has that accent. And let me tell you, I would like him for him to do good. I really, really want. Calvin saying if Xavi and Andres, not Andreas, was still playing, they could have found Griezmann more often than not. Then the career midfield, I think. Yeah, our career midfield, we're lacking a kind of more forward-minded midfielder. I really do think that we're lacking that. Like that is why I kind of I'm behind saying that. Oh my god, how did they not score that? The thing is that like I was saying, we're missing that kind of attacking midfielder. Coutinho could have been that, but it seems like he won't get the chance. Artur is much of a toucher of the ball. You know, he gets the ball a metronome and he passes it to the next one. Rakitic is Rakitic can do many different functions, but he's not directly a 100% kind of full throttle attacking midfielder. The Jong is trying to learn something more like that, akin to that kind of style of football, but we're missing that midfielder. So yes, I agree with your statement, Calvin, right there. We're playing bad. You see so many times that Piqué tries to put a long ball. And why does Barca put long balls? You may ask. Well, normally a team, when they're finding trouble kind of passing it through the back, they will resort to those long balls. That is something that Guardiola kind of had to learn a lot when he went to the Premier League. If you watch his interviews, he said the very first thing that he didn't understand was the long balls. But eventually, you kind of have to do it if your teams that you're facing are just covering so much ground. The contrast to Mallorca here is that Mallorca didn't pressure a team whatsoever. Barcelona had complete advantage to do whatever they wanted. But Leganes, they're not gonna do that. Leganes will kind of try and make it hard for you. Lloyd Hernandez saying, "Show the game." No, I can't show the game. I can't show the game. There's so many people out there that can take the risk of showing the game, but I'm not. I play by the rules. Yeah, I agree with you, Racer. Again, Rakitic is passing it a lot to the back. Our most vertical passers of the ball currently. Oh, come on! The guy was making time against Ansu Fati. Of course, you're gonna win against Fati, man. He's 17 years old, man. He needs his gains. But yes, like you were saying, we're missing vertical passing, kind of really cutting passing. We don't have that. Junior Firpo has been doing a lot of that, but not very accurately. Junior Ansu. By the way, guys, do not put links on the chat, okay? That's one favor that I would ask you. Because the last thing I would like to do is delete your comments. Because if anyone puts links, that can really hurt the channel out. So do not do that from a friend to a friend. Please don't do that. And if you do, I'm gonna have to delete those comments. Oh, what a pass! What a oof, oof. That pass from Rakitic was very, very close. Leo, no, I cannot show you the game. I cannot show you the game. I don't know how many times I have to repeat it. Do I have to put it on the title? That's the other thing. Lions are playing this very, very wide kind of formation. You know, we have five at the back, we got three in midfield, then one attacking midfielder or kind of striker that drops down, and then a number nine. Bro, this defense is so tight. It's so tight, man. Damn, boy, he tight. It's very, very tight. I don't know how we're gonna be able to break this. Look, look at Junior Firpo. Junior Firpo is playing as a left winger, man. That is how kind of much we're playing either half of the field, but we're not able to do anything. Here's where a player like Dembele would be crucial, and some even like Coutinho would be much better. But, well, I don't know. Antoine Griezmann needs to drop more. Griezmann needs to drop more. He needs to get the ball, initiate the 1-2. Because if you're going to stay that high up, you know, in the center of the attack, you need to either make the runs or come inside. And I guess he's running, yes, but not as effectively as someone like Suarez has been able to do before. Yours is at 20 minutes before. Okay. Ugh, my stream just paused, but I have my backup screen right here. I have one in my computer, which is a stream, and then I have the TV on as well. So we got a free kick from Messi. But I guess I shouldn't really talk about it because it's ahead of time. Oof. Piquet did make a very good run, but he didn't got to it. So yeah, the commentary is actually saying something pretty good right now. He's talking about like the games that have already happened, and if you take a look at the games like Villarreal versus Mallorca today, Getafe versus Espanyol, the scorelines are being very low. And Barcelona and Real Madrid are actually the two teams with the highest scorelines. Both 4-0 for Barca, and Real Madrid, I think it was 3-1, 3-1 for Real Madrid. So it does tell you that the teams that are actually higher on the pecking order, so the Barças, your Atleticos, your Real Madrids, they're going to be doing much better because of this Corona break entirely. Bayern just won the Bundesliga. I have it on my second screen. Did they win? Did they beat Bremer? They did beat Bremer. So they just won the Bundesliga. Interesting. I guess I want to say it's an easy league, but not really. Bayern Munich are doing crazy good. They're playing very, very good football. Okay, Manny Mostafa says, bro, talk about transfers. What do you mean about transfers? Like, you want me to talk about Lautaro, Neymar? Because those are the two transfers and they always happen. I'll talk about transfers when we have news about transfers. But right now, we don't have that much. And I'll talk about the news that are actually kind of relevant. Like Eddie says, Buga, when are you going to do the Barca v FIFA Foodhead rebuild that I suggested? I did like that idea, and I'm trying to look a rebuild. Maybe with this setup, I can do it now. Maybe you can do it on stream someday. I'm not too sure, but I did like that when we did it against Liverpool. Man, Liverpool memories, bro. This defense from Leganes, man. Leganes are playing. I mean, they're playing with what they have, right? But they are being. It's so annoying when you play with teams like this. One thing I gotta be honest with you. Sometimes I do enjoy watching games like that, especially when you are on that side. When you are on the side of kind of like the team who's defending a lot. I remember I remember enjoying the victory of Russia over Spain in the World Cup because Russia defended for 180 minutes. Defended for 180 minutes and they managed to beat Spain. That was incredible. Like, if you are able to defend good, that is one thing. So if Leganes beats Barca today, of course it's going to be a huge victory for them. But for Barca, you just really can get annoyed because you do have the players to be able to beat a team like that. But everything, man, everything has a factor to play. Manny says, should we buy a center back or another attacker? Honestly, in attack, I think we're fine. If you want to get Lautaro, I don't understand why the team wants it, like why Bar's at the board and everything, and why he would be good for us. But a center back, mm, I don't know, man. I actually don't think we need a center back either. I think our problem when it comes to defense is much more about the Griezmann. I think our defense in midfield is much more. I think our problem in defense comes much more of the midfield because when you play a 4-3-3 like Barca always does, most of the time the pressure and recovery of the ball comes from that midfield. That's why Pep is like the Pep teams are amazing because of that midfield. You see how players like Rodri, Fernandinho, all of them can be very influential, right? Playing at City, they do most of the ball recovery work, and that is why they brought someone else like Rodri, of course, to replace that Fernandinho. At Barca, Busquets is doing good enough, and De Jong is a support for him, but maybe another player who reads and knows how to intercept and pressure a little bit more from the midfield can help us. Center back, of course, makes a lot of sense as well, but I think that really nailing down a midfield for Barca can help us a lot. And I think we can nail down that midfield because we got players in De Jong and Artur and Busquets that can do it. But I just want to see them play together, to be honest. I really, really want to see them play together. MW troll. So modern is it is are you saying MW troll? Like Modern Warfare troll? I'm sure Barca will win. Just really need to make some substitution later on if it's not ahead. Yeah, I do understand. I think someone like Braithwaite would be good for us right here. Look at that. Like I was trying to say much, but like Griezmann there, he was offside for 30 seconds. 30 seconds around the minute. And you need to be on side, man. Because when you put yourselves offside, you just completely nullify yourself as an option. And options are not only to score the goals, is to potentially get the ball, do a 1-2, pass it to somebody else, circulate the ball. Rakitic with the ball to Griezmann. Oh, the header over the post. Antoine. I talk so much about Antoine Griezmann and then he shows up. He's on side there. He's on side. Like Erin says, do you think we should go ahead and get an attacking midfielder or a defensive midfielder? Uh, that's hard. I think someone like Hussein Aouar from Lyon would be amazing because he's very attacking, but also very good in defense. Someone like him would be good. Bernardo Silva, he's an amazing attacking midfielder. Can play as a right wing, but he is also amazing when it comes to recovering the ball. There are players like that exist. So Hussein Aouar would be one that I would like. Griezmann looked meh. That is something I would say with my friends. Benjamin Counter. Everyone says Barca has a bad squad depth, but I completely disagree. Um, Barcelona does have bad squad depth in a sense when you really want to take a look at kind of. We have many players, we have many numbers, but we don't have the quality, I would say, in the substitutions. But look at that. Barcelona already 30 minutes in this hydration pause or hydration break. We haven't done anything. We haven't done anything. And that's the thing. Playing home and away is as good as for us, as good for Leganes. Not having the intimidation of the opposition team on your face, and the Camp Nou is such a I don't know how to say such a hot box, such a big stadium. How many of you guys leave me in the chat below? How many of you guys have gone to the Camp Nou or want to go? Always eating says, I feel like Griezmann man should just be our tapping merchant because he doesn't touch the ball often. Um, the thing with Griezmann is that, for instance, in a team like Atletico Madrid, Griezmann did the hard work when it comes to getting the first ball, initiating the attack. And then he would often bounce it around from someone like Diogo Costa. And that is why they were a good partnership together. And Griezmann, before he had, who did he had before? Gameiro. He was also good with Gameiro. But now he doesn't have that main reference. Now he's the reference. And that is why he's not that impactful. Griezmann was a secondary striker per se. So that's the thing. That's the main problem that I think is with Griezmann. He used to be the main number 9. He used to be the main guy. the not the main guy, but the main enabler and everything for Atletico Madrid. And now he's not that for Barca. He can give us all the things in defense, which is amazing. An attacker that defends is always going to be good for me. But he's not a secondary striker for Barca. He cannot be. He needs to be that main guy, and I don't know if he can be that. MW Trolle saying, "Oh, he don't hit the goal when he tries to tap it in." Serving Sam says, "I want to go, bro. Opinion about 30 min. My opinion in 30 min. I said it, man. I think Barca are not playing good whatsoever. But we should do more with what we have. Yes, Leganes are putting in an amazing defense, and we just have to see how it goes. We just have to see how it goes. I think that some substitutions, maybe in someone like Ricky Putch could help us. Ricky Putch would help us. Jordi Alba would help us. And Braithwaite will help us. Suarez as well. I think that Ricky Putch honestly could be a key. I really do think that. Now that I've said it, I actually do think that. The team has more trust in an armed robber than Griezmann. Man. That is low key insane. But look, what I'm gonna try to develop from your point. I have more faith right now on Braithwaite than Griezmann. That just tells you everything. That really, really does tells you everything. Griezmann is a good player and all, but Braithwaite gives you a lot more. You know, Braithwaite gives you that burst of acceleration that Griezmann doesn't seem to have. Something else Barcelona should try and do is that in games like this, most of the time, that was a ball by Messi. That was a crazy, crazy good pass, but it wasn't as accurate as it should be. But it was great intention from the number 10. But like I was saying, sometimes that you have to do when teams like this are kind of playing this way, you know, playing very defensively, very passively. What you need to do sometimes is try and shoot from outside the area. Try and do more of those stuff. You know, less orthodox kind of style of play that what Barca would normally do. Oh, that's a foul and a half. Oye, tranquilo, viejo, ¿qué te pasó? Bustina with the absolute RKO out of nowhere. Wow, man. Absolute tackle. Wow. But yeah, like Rakitic, for instance, is a good shot outside the area. Maybe he should try to shoot a little bit more if he finds the confidence. My room is empty. Yes, it is empty. Did you steal it? Did you steal it, bro? Did you steal it? Or did you put it up for sale? Maybe you put it up for sale to pay the cleaning lady for 12 F. Oof. I love it, Benjamin, because I don't know if you get it. I definitely get it. I definitely get what Fanana Swag is trying to say. I actually am kind of hyped for City. I am kind of hyped for City. I want to see the Premier League back. It's a good game. Arsenal Man City is a good game. I want to see Aguero a little bit because I haven't seen his live streams. You know, if you didn't know, Aguero now is an absolute streamer, playing your GTA's online and stuff like that. Look at Ansu Fati. Pass it to Ansu Fati. Thank you. He wasn't even Ansu Fati. He was Junior Firpo. Oh my god. Furniture. I have an extra chair though at the back. I don't know if you can see it from there. I normally use that as my, I don't know, for when I'm watching like a movie or something and I just lay there. Oh, Lenglet. Header from Lenglet wasn't good enough. So Setien must be thinking, right, what am I gonna do to break Leganes down? Because Leganes are doing much better than Barca. Not they are not winning, but they are keeping the team under wraps. You know, they're keeping our team under wraps. What the hell is Griezmann doing on that pitch? I don't know. Alejandro Gomez games. Alec Gomez. You have a delay. I got a little bit of a delay, yes. I'm trying to stick with what I have right now on screen so we can match the timer and everything. For the next stream, hopefully I will kind of skip that and we won't have a delay. We got Lenglet, Junior Firpo for the left, Ansu Fati, Artur. Artur has been good. He's been touching it, but his passing needs to be a little bit better, but overall he has been putting a good performance. Roberto, Lenglet, to Ansu Fati, Lenglet to Junior Firpo back again. They're playing the ball faster, and I love that. I want that. I want to see that. Playing the ball faster, circulating the ball faster. I want to see that. Touch the ball, but we need those runs. That is true, though. That is very true. Junior Firpo. Oh. Junior Firpo to Ansu Fati. Oh, vamos ahí. Vamos ahí. 1-0 for Barcelona. Go from Ansu Fati. My first prediction was Ansu Fati will get a goal. And man, Ansu Fati with a goal. Great job for Ansu. Very good, man. 5 goals this La Liga season already. That's impressive. That's impressive for a 17-year-old man. That was a good goal because it was just on the surface of the field, man. Oh, that's good. Powerful, low shot, no deviation, no kind of touching of the defender, nothing. Low goal with the right between the legs of Tarin. Oh, that was good. That was good, Ansu Fati. Praise you, little man. Praise you. That was good. I like that. Now we need the 2 goals from Messi and call me Nostradamus. Good job, Ansu Fati. Good job, Ansu Fati. Man, good job, Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati again. On to Griezmann. That was good as well. And we had Leganes being so tight in defense. But you see, whenever you have one kind of gap, you need to shoot. You need to shoot. You need to shoot because that's the only way that we're going to be able to break these teams down. Ansu did great there. He did very good. I was thinking about background music, Brian, But I need to make a playlist of like non-copyrighted music. I'll do that for the next live stream for the next game. But for now, not for this one. But yeah, I do want to put background music at some stage. Griezmann is lost. Griezmann is more lost than my father. Man, I love it. I love that, Manny. I really, really do. Hopefully, your father is not lost. Like, don't take me wrong. I'm laughing. Messi with a header. Oh, yeah. Hopefully, don't get it. Don't get it mixed up. Hopefully, your father is not. Please tell me your father is not lost. Barca 1 new man. Let's do this. I would put NCS music that's not copyrighted. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like I said, I'll try it. I need to play around with the volume and everything because I haven't. I'm not too experienced in this thing, so it'll probably take me a little bit more. I need to still learn how to do this correctly. It's harder to find Griezmann than the cure for COVID-19. Griezmann has gone missing, last seen at the 2018 World Cup. Why do you hate Griezmann so much? Look at the pressure from Leganes now. That was cheeky from Ter Stegen, man. He should have just cleared it, but he went low ball. He did a low pass, low cross. Oh yeah, update my scoreboard. I forgot about that. I'll do that. I'll do that right now. Thanks, man. Thanks, man, about that. Thank you. I'm blinded by the lights. I'll do that right now. We're gonna update the banner. There we got it. Benjamin Counter. Watch Griezmann score a hat trick now that we are making fun of him. That's the thing. I was talking about Griezmann saying, "Yo, he doesn't do so many runs. Oh, well, he looks lost. Oh, this and that." And then suddenly he just he did actually had a chance. Beo Kamba saying, Griezmann looks more lost than me in math class. That's me as well, man. I was never good in math. Never. One time, I completely embarrassed myself on live because I didn't know how to add. Yeah, I know how to add. Dominic saying predictions for subs. I think we should see De Jong. If De Jong is fit and well, he needs to come in because we need that sort of kind of, I'll say, how do I say that balance, that balance midfielder that can help us in defense because whenever we're actually getting exposed, getting very, very exposed. We're putting that many numbers further up the field. But De Jong could also help us in attack as well. So I want De Jong there. I would also say maybe bring on Braithwaite. Braithwaite will help us as well with those bursts of acceleration, doing very good like Ansu Fati, but take him out for Antoine Griezmann because Griezmann is really not putting in the work. He's been invisible and he's struggling a lot. He really, really struggling. And then I would bring in either Suarez or Jordi Alba. Those would be my substitutions. Oh wait, we have five. Bring on Jordi Alba, bring on Suarez, bring on Braithwaite, bring on De Jong, and bring on Ricky Putch. That's my predictions. Manny Mustafa saying PK is older than Adam and Eve. We need to get Upamecano to replace him now. Todibo is going to be bought 100%. He's older than Adam and Eve. Most likely, if it's home Gilles. I don't know what's that. Why sounds Grace Griezmann so bad? It's really hard to understand as he should really be playing better in his natural position. The thing with Griezmann is that he's a striker. Like I already said it, and many of you are joining us right now, but I said it before. Griezmann is a striker, yes, but he's much more of a secondary striker and more of the enabler for another Luis Suarez type of deal. He should be playing a lot better. Nonetheless, he really should. Atletico Madrid, he was scoring the goals and everything because he had someone else that could put in the work for him, especially when finding space in the box. But Griezmann now, he doesn't have that. He has at one side Ansu Fati, which is going to be more stick to the left hand side. And then you have someone like Messi that will tend to drop into the midfield. And then when Griezmann wants to drop to the midfield himself, he won't have that space to do it because he's kind of like overstepping on Messi. So that's kind of what's happening. We have Oscar Catalan saying, Upamecano to Arsenal, what a shame. Another defender we have missed out on. I haven't read anything. Oh yeah, Alba is suspended. Okay, Ricky Puig, I'll change it. Ricky Puig, Braithwaite, De Jong. What else did I say? Ricky Puig, Braithwaite, De Jong, Suarez, and I will bring in. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look it up. But so who could help us right now? Nelson Semedo. I will bring in Semedo 100%. 100%. I will bring Semedo. Let me take this timer out. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. I'm saving it for the second half. I like this question. Todibo or Araujo, and then actually Oscar says Matisse de Ligt will be bought in 2021. Positive. Todibo or Araujo, I actually think I'm gonna say a hot take. I like Araujo a lot, and it's not because he's from Uruguay and he's from Latin America, but I like Araujo because for the age that he is, which is also he's also from 99, so he's kind of my age, 20 years old. I like him because he has a great kind of a great height, great build, great things that Todibo doesn't necessarily have right now. And I think that is harder to get at that age. We need to see, of course, their defending and positioning and everything. But just from clear glance, I'll take Araujo because I think he would make a good defender. I think he could take a role of a much kind of PK than someone like Todibo. What else do we have? Deje verlo el partido. Julián Steven Campos Osorio. Julián, te respondo en castellano, en español. No puedo poner el partido porque me lo detecta y me bajan el canal, me ponen un strike contra mi canal, así que lamentablemente no puedo poner el partido. Pero hay un montón de opciones para buscarlo en internet. Un montón de páginas, una de ellas se llama Ronaldo7. Busca Ronaldo7 y ahí pones live streams y te debería salir. Pero bueno, Bebeo Kamba saying Ansu Fati should be before Griezmann in the pecking order. It's hard because, like I said, with players like Griezmann, you have that the whole transfer, the whole situation, the money involves, and that is very tough to debate. But yes, I agree. Ansu Fati and Braithwaite, I would technically put it in front of Griezmann right now because they have shown goal from Ansu Fati in this game, goal from Braithwaite in the previous games, and we've had great kind of performances from those two. We've seen many runs from them. We've seen many kind of coming back and defending more Braithwaite in Mallorca game. But I like those two, and they're doing more than Griezmann. That's the thing. You want at the end of the day all your players to contribute, and if they're contributing more, then just let them be. Abraham Infante saying, Rafs, no, sorry, but he doesn't even make runs or shows any possible threats, even when the ball lands to his feet or head. I think you say Griezmann, and yes, that's true. he's not really contributing to anything of that. He's not, because his role is a lot more different. Atletico Madrid normally tend to play with open space because they're the team kind of defending. And now when we have ourselves putting kind of pressure on the opposition, that is a completely different style of football. And that's kind of one of things that Griezmann said at the start. You remember when he did the interview, he talked about how he wanted to adjust to Barcelona because it's a new style of football and everything. So I guess that's kind of what he needs to do. Veo acá, Bartomeu keep hitting the 100 million mark on bunch of flops. I get it. Araujo for Piqué. Araujo, I like Araujo. Where to watch the match? You're welcome. MW Troll. Griezmann is a counter-attack player. That's why he did well Atletico in France. They mostly stand low. Yeah, exactly. You just repeated what I say, and very good analysis. Doman Scafar saying Monchu should get a change. Alan, Griezmann tries to make run, but no one picks him out. I don't think it's all his fault. He's making the runs, and the fact that he's not getting picked out is not really up to anyone, to be honest. But I just think everything is kind of all over the place. JREX TV saying, "What's my height? I'm 6 foot." Well, 6 foot or 5'11". I don't know. I'm between those two, 5'11" or 6 foot. Link James, Ansu Wat. Oh, the goal from Ansu Fati was crazy. Let me tell you, it was crazy. Sammy San Man 15 saying Man City versus Arsenal predictions. Ooh. I think City, to be honest. I don't know who's playing at home. I don't know which of the two is playing at home, but I will go with City. Mug0233 saying Monchu Collao, Putch, Neto Araujo should come in. What do you think? Neto? You really Neto? Why would you change the goalkeeper right now? Dominic Scafar, are you good at football? I don't know. I defend good. I normally play, when I play football, left center back, even though I'm right footed. But I gotta play left center back. I like that position. I think that's my best position. I like that. But I don't know if I'm good at football. I haven't played. Probably, what's the last time I played football? When I was in England. When I was in the UK, I played football with my friends. Griezmann just doesn't fit the system. That's a thing. That's one thing that I'm kind of struggling with. If you really wanted to buy Griezmann, I think it was a year too late, because he's right now finding a lot of trouble to really fit into it. When we have players like Suarez who are now kind of ending their tenure, but they're still here, right? Oscar Catalan once again saying, "Be honest which players will be brought in this summer, because Martinez looks like the most likely right now. I feel like he will be the only player who will come this summer." I think we could potentially see people like Emerson and Cucurella if we end up selling people like Junior Firpo and Nelson Semedo. But I think Lautaro coming this summer would probably be the most likely. I've already made a video talking about Lautaro and everything. It's literally a whole video dedicated to him. So I don't really want to give my opinions on that, because I will be just repeating myself. But Lautaro, I think he would fit in. I think he would fit in Barca. He would give us that extra kind of beat that someone like Griezmann is not really having as much. But you never know, right? And about other players, I would bring in one midfielder, but I don't know who could it be. Like Aurar has been linked to Man City. Fabian is apparently too expensive at 100 million euros, so I don't know who would I bring in. Axel 12 saying, Todibo looks special when he's on the ball, while Araujo looks like a safe, average defender. I think I kind of agree with your statement a bit. I do think that Todibo is much better on the ball, but I think that Araujo is a better kind of guard, if you know what I mean. I think he's a much more reliable defender when it comes to the actual defending of things. But that's when a partnership forms. You have one center back in Todibo that could do the ball kind of play, and then have someone like Araujo who can do the rest. Do you think we should sell Griezmann and Coutinho 80 million each? If we sell Griezmann for less than 100, I think it would be a flop. I really will. Coutinho for 80 million. I would take 80 million for Coutinho. Anything less than that would also be a flop. Alan, we need to sell Griezmann to make funds for Lautaro or Neymar. I mean, it's your opinion. That's the thing with Griezmann. Like, Griezmann is good. He's good. He is good. But I don't know if he would I don't think he will make it at Barca, to be honest. I don't know. Who do you think is the most productive and least productive midfielder. I will not accept Rakitic as an answer. Who do I think is the most productive? Does Messi count? Because he plays a lot of the time in the midfield. Most productive. If you take a look at the numbers, if you go stat by stat, Arthur has a lot of passes, but he hasn't been playing, and not passes, just passes, but a lot of ground cover and all of that. I'm gonna go with the Young just for the sake of it. Like 81% of the games he has played as a starter this season. That is amazing. But least productive, Rakitic is not to be. It's not honestly not the least productive. Uh, I don't know. It's hard. It's really hard. But why if Rakitic is the answer, man? Someone like Ricky Putch could even be in that scenario because he doesn't get as much game time. But you don't accept Rakitic as an answer, so I don't. What can I tell you? I think my answer is Rakitic. Brody Holloway said we should bring in Putch. To be fair, I think that as well. I think we need to bring in Ricky Putch. That's. I really do think we can benefit from a player like him. Uh, we have Alan saying we have 81% of the ball possession, but we need to use it to make more attacking goals. Agreed. We've been having too much potential, too much possession, but it's not good enough. Unpopular opinion: some Barcelona fans are very, very arrogant. I'm gonna give an unpopular opinion of Barca fans. I think we are afraid of doing self-criticism. I think that's a very big thing, and that's something that I want to get rid of I want to take away from my videos. I like when we do commentary and criticize ourselves. If I say Real Madrid is doing something better, like in terms of transfers or in terms of whatever reason, it's not bad. It means we need to learn from that. We don't have to feel jealous. That is something that I think many fans of their clubs do, not only Barcelona. I think that needs to be fixed in general. Benjamin counter hot take: Griezmann would be good at Real Madrid and Hazard would be cheeky at Barca. That's a hot take and a half, and that's a good hot take because I kind of tend to agree with it in a sense. Alan, I'm confident in Firpo. He had a brilliant first half. He's linking good with Fati and even assisted him. Yes. I like Firpo too. I have faith in Firpo as well. I don't see the reason why we need to change up our left back position, sell someone, and then bring in a new one when we have someone like Firpo already. Anaki Chen saying, do you think Puch and Pedri will get playing time next season? Honestly, I have to say I don't think so. I think only if we're able to sell Rakitic and Arturo Vidal, and then we don't bring anyone in, which that will be risky because I think we still will need someone else. But if we do, let's say if we sell them and do not get anyone, I do think then Ricky Puch and Pedri will get game time. I want to see Collado now. I would like to see Collado as well. That could be the player I could bring in, but I think that Semedo would be very helpful for Barca. I do think that Braithwaite could help us a lot in this game as well, and Ricky Puch. City are playing at home, then City. Arsenal, I don't. Arsenal are a good team, man, but they make some very, very, very stupid decisions. They need to fix their squad. Their squad is so like you have a Lucas Torreira and he has been playing as a number 10. What? No, Lucas Torreira is a 5, man. Keep 5, 5, 5, 5. Play Torreira as a 5. Alan, why does Barcelona get a lot of hate? I feel like we're the most hated club. Honestly, I don't. I think the most hated club is like Arsenal, Liverpool. The problem with Barca is that we believe, like, the tiki taka and everything. And most of the time, it makes you feel like people may think we are better. We feel that we are better when it's just a style of football, and we need to kind of get rid of that. I do think that the best ever team ever to play the game has been the Barca from Pep Guardiola. That is something that I stick to. But I don't get the hate. I really do not get the hate. Manny Mustafa, do you think that we have what it takes to win the UCL without Valverde this time? You had to include without Valverde this time, right? Look, Against Mallorca, I had a moment when I saw the game, and I was like, okay, if we play like this, we can potentially do something nice. But it won't come that often, you know. If we play like how we're doing today, we're struggling that much against a team that is defending against us. There's no way that I can say we can win the UCL. We have to be much better than this, and we need to stop starting players that are not giving this team much in the sense of contribution. Someone like Braithwaite, in my opinion, should have started over Griezmann. Jose Padilla saying, uh, let me see what you done those said. There is no creativity in the midfield and it makes things difficult. Rakitic, Busquets are all slow. And then Jose Padilla says, Daniel, they are slow. Artur de Jong and maybe Vidal should have started, but rotation is important. Yes, I do agree. Like the rotation part of this kind of new season is very important because you need to keep all the players kind of fit and everything. And I just messed my timer up. You know what? We'll forget about the timer for this one because I don't know how to fix it now. I don't know how to fix it now. I'm sorry. I'm really really sorry. Um, we are missing Alenya. To some extent, because Alenya can be that more attacking midfielder kind of player. How many languages do I speak? Two. I speak Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo están todos? Estamos acá hablando del Barcelona. And I speak English, like you probably hear. I know some words in French, in Portuguese, but not nothing crazy. Lenglet is the player of the match right now. Um, to be honest, I would give the man of the match to Ansu Fati just for now. I don't normally like giving it to the goal scorer because it's really simple, you know. But in a game like this, where the goal actually matters, because I know in every game the goal matter, but when we're having such difficult time to really break a team down, the goal is important, and I gotta give it to Ansu Fati because good assist from Junior Firpo, but it was up to Ansu Fati to really take the chance to shoot it, to have the bravery to shoot, and it worked out. Who will be relegated in La Liga this season? I don't know. I don't know. Let me take a look at the table really quickly. By the way, guys, my stream right now is minute 48. 48 with 20, 48 with 21. 48. So you know where you guys are. Right now in the relegation zone, there's Leganes, Espanyol, and Mallorca. I think Mallorca will be relegated. I don't know if they have enough in their team to get through. Eibar could potentially too, because a team like Espanyol, I kind of trust on them coming out, and the same with Celta de Vigo. My three to be relegated are going to be Eibar, are going to be Leganes, and Mallorca. Ansu Fati holds it of the ball. This is what I like. We're playing a lot faster now. If you're gonna pass the ball and you really want to break the team down, make it so we keep passing. Julian Kosgam says, "Lo, you was talking about Rakitic. I looked up to watch the game and he lost the ball. How lovely." Man, look, the thing is that I love Rakitic. Like, he's crazy. He was one of my favorite players. I always have like a list of my 10 favorite players at the moment, right? Of every club, not just Barca. Rakitic was like top 3 for 2 years, I think. And and I still like him. But the thing is that like it's also fun to see the jokes that people make because he just becomes an scapegoat, you know? And though you're saying, maybe you can say the time once in a while so we know how much you're behind. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Currently, I'm at 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Abdulu Jabbar saying, Hola, do the players hear fake fans' voices? Yes, they do hear. Actually, I don't know. Messi. Pichu. Um, Messi, sorry. Fan voices. I don't know if they hear it. I really do not know. I guess they do because the microphones that we hear are from the stadium, right? So the microphones are picking up that sound. No, normally that's how it works, right? So I think they do hear. Benjamin counter again. Benjamin, you've been commenting crazy in this live stream, and the same with the MW troll. And then many of you have actually been staying with us, so I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate watching. Benjamin says Barca versus Bayern Munich in the Champions League would be crazy, but we need to focus on Napoli first. Yeah, like we still haven't beaten Napoli yet, and Napoli are in the final of La Coppa Italia, if that's something. But the thing is that Bayern would be crazy because they're playing amazing football right now, and more importantly, they have more matches since the return, so that makes them a much more deadlier force. I think Griezmann will get relegated. Man, what? What in the world? That's crazy. Bounce back for Griezmann in the second half. Yeah, maybe. So I know, guys, that there's been substitutions. Suarez has come in for I don't know who, but probably they will happen in my screen right now. Griezmann needs to go out, man. I see Suarez standing there, and I'm just asking myself, Suarez needs to come in for Griezmann right now. That's the move. That is the move that we need to make. Suarez coming in. He's playing more minutes than the one against Mallorca, let's remember. Semedo and Suarez are coming in. 20 for 2. So we have. What? Bro, Semedo has a beard? I didn't notice that against Mallorca. What? He has the whole, like, not the goatee. I don't know how you call this. The half beard? I don't know how you call it. No way. Setien. Setien. Explain to me, Setien. Why would you take Ansu Fati? And look at him. Ansu Fati doesn't necessarily. And Ansu Fati, his face, man, he cannot believe it. No, 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 no. Griezmann had to be benched. I don't know how he's gonna be playing for the left wing. It's not like he's better he's better as a striker, and then you move him as a left winger. It will potentially make him worse than he's playing right now. What? I don't understand the substitution. Let me tell you, I do not understand the substitution. And all of you don't do either. Look, Racer, what the fuck did Ansu Fati get substituted? Beavo says, and Griezmann stays on the field. Oh, duh, Ansu out. Griezmann stays. Tien is trash. Why did Ansu Fati go out? Piqué injured. The dream collab is Buga and Talk FCD. Who agrees? Well, let's start. Setien is trash? I don't think Setien is trash. I think he's good, but he's looking out for the kind of health of the players. But Ansu Fati needed to stay, man. Piqué injured. I haven't seen it, so I'm really delayed. I may be a little bit delayed in that. Piqué, I haven't seen Piqué falling down yet. Dream collab is Buga and Talk FCB. Oh yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, like I haven't talked much with Jamie. Like I talked to him once before I started my channel a long time ago, but I haven't really been in contact with him. The thing is that like I can talk to you guys because I know a lot of you do Barca stuff and all of that, but and I will be happy to do it because like man, it would be amazing for this channel, and I know you would like it a lot. I know you liked a lot the kind of collaboration we did with Kevin from Barca Media, and but yeah, like I'm up for it whenever a collaboration with him would be amazing. I want to move my channel as a way apart from like I don't want to make my channel completely about Barcelona because you already know my motto. That's big danger there. Mm-mm-mm. He looks very very hurt. I want to see the repetition because I didn't see it. But yeah, like I was saying, what is what did my phone just sound? Oh, okay. It was Asale. It wasn't a foul. It was an accident. PK senior, PK senior. Araujo will get minutes. Buga will interview Messi one day. MW Troll saying, I almost hope Leganes scores. Then we have to sub Griezmann with Braithwaite. Are you mad? I mean, it seems Umtit is gonna be in. Arturo Vidal is warming up as well, and Braithwaite. I just saw the three as well. Who just said that as well? You, Julian Coscom, said no Vidal, Umtiti, Braithwaite warming up yet again. No Ricky Putch just effing kill me. But um, I don't understand the substitution for Ansu Fati still. I really don't. And Piqué looks injured. I'll just give a substitution to Umtiti. I don't know if there's much we can do. Um, so here we have a free kick now. Messi with a free kick or blocked by Tarin? No, by Jonathan Silva, sorry. Like, I didn't got to finish, but yeah, like, my channel, I don't know. I like doing bar stuff, but I like doing other stuff as well. And I want to deviate. I know a lot of you guys like the more popular videos, like the transfers and all of that, but that doesn't fuel me as a creator. That's kind of where I was talking about the thing of depression and anxiety that wasn't really giving me the necessary kind of motivation that I wanted. And that is why I'm doing these kind of videos because this is something I can just do for 3 hours. We talk about together, and then I can move on to something else, and I kind of can focus on the next video that like videos that I want to make. So if you've seen, for instance, the last videos that we put on our channel, like the one about Lautaro Martinez, when we do a little more analysis into it, I like those videos. I really like to flex my creative muscles. That's the best way to say it. I like to flex my creative muscles every single day. And if I just keep doing the same videos, like transfer, blah blah blah, blah the same news videos, that is something that I don't like to do. So that is something that I'm gonna move away from. I'm gonna give you the news, yes, but once a week maybe. That's something that I really wanted to talk to you guys about. Like I really need to challenge myself. And I think that sticking to the very same thing day doesn't challenge me. And that's kind of why I really wanted to do a lot more. Uh Sami-san saying, what are the chances Atletico misses out on UCL qualification? They're very high, to be honest. They are very, very high. Sevilla, Valencia, I think are on top of them. Yeah, so right now we got Sevilla at third. We got Real Sociedad fourth in the table, Getafe fifth, Atletico Madrid sixth, and well, actually Valencia all the way at eighth, and Villarreal on top. Um, I think that Sevilla, Getafe, and Real Sociedad all has better chances at finishing Atletico Madrid in the UCL spot, to be honest. I would be. It would be nice in a way to see Sevilla back and Real Sociedad. I think I would honestly like to see Real Sociedad because I do think they got a great team. I would like Sociedad in the UCL. Manny Mustafa saying, when I was 5, Messi brought me in the club to carry him. I scored 400 goals that season. The cameras went off though. What, in FIFA? Yeah, of course. In FIFA, duh. Go count my goals counter. Hello. So Piqué is back. Piqué is back in the squad, in the team. That's good. That's good. I don't really want to make fun of Griezmann, but man, that header would have been easy for Griezmann to clear, and he didn't take it. That's another player that has been doing good. Junior Fibre right now on the ball. Vidal is entering. Vidal is entering the field, guys. For who? I don't know. I would take Vidal probably off for Suarez. Oh yeah, yeah. I would take Vidal off for someone like Busquets because I want to keep Artur, and then I would move Rakitic to the CDM position. Busquets, okay, okay, I got it right. Okay, and then who is coming out for Rakitic? Someone's coming in for Rakitic? No. Okay, I was just imagining that. I was just imagining that. Getafe are like the Burnley of La Liga. No, man. They're way better than Burnley. Way better than Burnley. I don't get that. They're way better than Burnley. Come on, man. That's an insult on Getafe. Poor Bordelas is crying his eyes right now because you say that. No, I cannot believe you just said Burnley of La Liga. Getafe is kind of like the let me compare, are kind of like the Sheffield United of the Premier League. Okay, that's a much better comparison. I think Sheffield United are doing very very good this season. I think that's a much better comparison. Junior Firpo. No, no, really. A lot of you are saying that Griezmann has scored. Oh man, I have to see this. I know I'm behind, but was it a goal? So one of you said it was offside. I don't know. I want to see. Let's see. Let's see. Semedo, Griezmann, goal! Ah! Who of you guys said that Griezmann was a tapping merchant? Huh? I wanna know. 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 Merly is Mallorca, but a bit better. Yeah, that's a much better comparison. Come on, same Burnley's Getafe. Oh, you're right. That's offside. That is offside, but a tiny offside. You're right. That is offside. A little bit by Semedo. But look at that. The pace from Semedo. That's what we needed. We needed a player that's able to break through. That's what we needed. So wait, are they gonna give it or not? Because offside, it is offside. It is offside, but are they gonna give it or not? Oh, they're gonna take it away. It's not gonna be a goal. What? No go. Okay, 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 okay. Así estamos, papu. Así estamos, papu. Oh my god, that is so tight. That is so close. Come on, like VAR is like if you're really trying to look for the most minimal of differences, VAR of course is gonna be something, but and will of course have an impact, but that's something that I think we shouldn't do. VAR should be for like offside, but okay, with a margin of error of like 10 centimeters. Because that was super close. And now Griezmann, which could potentially get his motivation boosted, is going to be playing worse because he's going to be more nervous. He's going to be more nervous. Penalty. What? Oh, I hate being offside. You know what? I'm gonna cover the chat for a moment until we get to that moment. Until we get to that moment. Yeah, right. That's why I forgot Bayern Munich are champions. Can you believe it? I can because it happens fucking every year. That's a penalty. That's a penalty. That is a penalty, man. Come on. Hang yourself down. Who committed that? Ruben Perez, okay. Oh my god, Messi, look at that. Getting past Jonathan Silva like that so easily. And then I want to see the penalty again. That is a penalty. And look, they gave the card to Ruben Perez, but it wasn't even him committing the penalty. Come on, of course a foul. Like the commentary guy here just said, like it's not a foul, but it is a foul, man. Like, are you telling me that doing this is no foul? So you have Bustinza doing this. You have Bustinza doing this, and you have Jonathan Silva kind of just sandwich him with his with his elbow. Okay, so I'm gonna see the. I know he scored, right? I know he scored. If you really want, guys, I can jump to forward, but I will have to look like this. If that's what you want, I can do that. I can watch here if you want, and we're at the same time. Oh, that's a smooth penalty by Leo Messi. Papa. That is a good penalty. Watch Ronaldo do that. Huh? Watch Ronaldo do that. Watch Ronaldo do that. That power, man. That power and accuracy to hit it not in the corner, not at the back of the net, but like at the sideways horizon side, at the horizontal side of the net. That's impressive, man. That is Leo Messi for you. That is Leo Messi for you right there. And now let's go to the banner and change it again. Boop. There we go. Barça 2-0 against Leganes. That's celebration, man. That's celebration. Everybody, Ricky Putch, it's happening, it's happening, it's happening. Bro, it's happening. We got Ricky Putch entering the field. Yeah, come on. Ricky. Oh, everybody still calm. Everybody stay calm. I agree with you, Julian. Everybody still calm. Where's the timer? I got it mixed up for the second half, but I'll fix it for the next time. It's the very first time we're doing this, so of course there are gonna be some errors here and there. I'm gonna get them fixed for the next game against Sevilla because that's a big one. Barca Sevilla, that's gonna be a big game. Ricky Putch, Look at that, the touch. Vidal, Ricky Putch, Griezmann, Ricky Putch, Griezmann. It took me, if you don't know, guys, it took me ages to learn how to pronounce Putch because it doesn't sound like it, you know? It's like, it could be Ricky Puch. I've heard Ricky Puch. I've said Ricky Puch. I've heard Ricky Pug, but it's Ricky Putch. Putch. Like when you say push, but you don't know how to speak English, Putch. Mooch, you said, I mean, they're not wrong, but they are very biased. Who are very biased? So you responded to Sami Sen. Still, some people say it's only last play Leganes. I get that. I get when people say, oh, it's only second place. It's only last place Leganes, you know? It's not that hard. But when you have a team that have put it this difficult, I want to celebrate the win. Like, you cannot take me, you can say it wasn't a meaningful victory, but I want to celebrate. Oh, look at the pace from Semedo. Wow. Semedo, Rakitic. That's the thing. Semedo, with his pace and everything, he really does resemble a fresh Dani Alves. I don't know if he will ever be able to reach the same kind of level, but he's doing good. What was that celebration for Messi? Yeah, man. What was that celebration for Messi? Oh my god, guys. Oh my god. One more goal from Messi, and I get predicted correctly. Do you remember? I said goal from Ansu Fati, one goal from Messi, and then another goal from Messi. 3-0 was my result. So I don't know about you guys, but if Messi scores one more time and it ends 3-0, I'm the motherfucking BIM. That mean how we have to watch Griezmann for the rest of the match. That is, don't say that. Don't say that. Please, all I want to see is a goal from Ricky Puig. True, Atletico Bilbao are Barca's bogey team in the Liga. They have always been. So right now we have this kind of hydration pause. I mean, better get hydrated, right? ¿Qué? No puedo. No puedo, mamá. Ma, estoy en vivo. My mom just knocked on the door. Down. Cameo appearance from the Booga mom. If Messi scores, you're officially our saver from COVID-19. Yep. Yep. I'll take that title. I'll steal it from the World Health Organization. Alan, I don't want to hear Pessy comments. I have never heard that, to be honest. I have never heard Pessy. I've heard Penaldo. And Penaldo sounds so much funnier than Pessy. So, guys, if you know where we are, if you don't know what time is it, we are right now currently on minute. Like, I'll tell you when we are. We are very, very, very close to minute 78. 77 with 51, 77 with 52, 77 with 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, minute 78. So just so you know, once again, our timer is not working, unfortunately. I'll try and get that fixed. It's the very first live stream we do, so hopefully we can get it fixed for the future. Sevilla away will be the real deal. Yeah, that's the thing. That game is going to be crucial. Crucial. And you're going to be able to watch it here. Well, not here, but yo no hablo el español, pero Messi es el mejor del mundo. Well, you look, Muh0233. Is it Muh? Mush? I don't know how to say it. Look, you wrote all the words correctly there. All your words are correct except for the word Spanish, español. That is actually fun. The end with the little thing. I know that you probably typed the G at the end because you don't have that on your keyboard, but I'll give you a 9 out of 10. You pass. Maybe Griezmann plays better with short hair. Maybe. Maybe. Maybe we are lucky and Griezmann drink too much to cold water and get brain freeze. Then we don't have to watch him anymore today, although we then only can play with it. Wow, that is dark. You're the sort of people that I would completely mute if I find you like online on like Call of Duty. I would mute you. I would go like mute. I would probably respond to one of your comments just because I know you're trying to get me triggered. Bro, Messi has to score. Oh, look at the run for Ricky Putch. What a run! Hey, 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 oh, ACM, chill down, man. I know Ricky Putch is small, but you cannot abuse a kid like that. Epstein much? Griezmann doesn't dance anymore. That's the other thing. He needs to get his Fortnite back. Once he is with his Fortnite back, he'll be able to play good. Rakitic is still on the field. I just remembered. We've changed Artur. Ooh. That was a good I'll say a good attempt from Rakitic. He's not as good as Kroos in the World Cup against Sweden, but it's something. How has Eder Sarabia not killed Griezmann yet? Bro, the thing is that Eder Sarabia has the mouth thing, right? Has the mask. He's probably shouting his heart off, but we cannot see. And I could tell you, like I could read his lips because he's speaking in Spanish, and I could tell you what he's exactly saying, but we can't because he has the mask on. It's probably the best thing he has happened to it because now the media cannot really go as far as saying like blah 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 blah, blah what he's saying. Oh, shot from Leganes! Ooh, shot from is that Guerrero if I'm not wrong. Hope Valencia can draw against Madrid. I would like that as well. Jao Willie Grant saying, yes, I finally been hoping you could start doing this. Yeah, I like doing this. I've never really gotten kind of the confidence to do it as much. But you know what? Maybe we'll do it for more often, you know? I'm thinking we start the game like 15 minutes before every game, and then we stay kind of half an hour after the game finishes just to give you my reaction on everything. So 8 minutes to go until the game is over. 8 minutes to go, guys. 8 minutes to go. 90, 69, very suspicious. Very suspicious, 69. Imagine it being 420. Well, Alan, you're right. They always tackle Messi. I mean, what are you gonna do, right? If I was playing against Messi, I would probably do the same thing. Have you ever played like football? Let me know, guys. And when someone like gets past you, either by a skill move or just simply like a Titi gets a yellow card as well, so it means he will miss the next game. Great job for consistency. Great job for consistency. What happens if Piqué is still injured and he's not able to get himself better for the next game? We're gonna have to play with Umtiti and Lenglet. No, Umtiti, no, Lenglet and Ronaldo Araujo. That could potentially happen. Umtiti will miss the next game, guys. Umtiti will miss the next game. So, like I was saying, if you're playing ever football and you get someone kind of gets past you, you of course get that kind of energy of going like, I don't wanna, I wanna kill him. You know, I wanna kind of like tackle him. That happens to me sometimes. Like Putch right there. Look, your stream isn't working. Uh, Everything is good on my side, so I cannot really tell you that much. What time is my match at? 83 with 52. 83 with 53. 85, 83 with 56, 57, 58, 59, 84. Lenglet gets another yellow card. We're running out of center backs. Nutmeg. I've never been nutmeg. I've never been nutmeg. I have been kind of like, you know that one where you go like where you like an 8 on the feet. I don't know how you say it. Like a roulette. I've been roulette, but I have not been nutmeg. You're a minute behind. Well, does Ricky Puch has also a yellow card? I think he has. Bro, Messi needs to get the goal, man, so he gets the 700 goals. Oh, that is onside. But Ter Stegen is there to save her asses. Oh, that was a good try from Junior Firpo, trying to get it all the way past to Luis Suarez, but unfortunately it didn't happen. What the hell? 3 yellows in a row. I know, right? I know. Crazy. Yes, Umtiti will miss. No, you're saying, will Umtiti missing next match will cost us badly against Sevilla? I guess so, because if Piqué is not ready, then we're going to have to play Ronald Araujo. So it would be a defense of, Lenglet and Araujo. If Piqué is fit, then not so much, because we have Lenglet fit, so... Oh my god. MW troll again with the troll. Maybe Griezmann can play center back. At least there he would be less invisible. Less what? He would be less invisible. I guess you want to say less visible, not invisible. Griezmann is still there. Yes, Griezmann is still there. Oh, good job from Suarez. Dummy neat. What a dummy. Messi, Vidal, Ricky Puch, Ricky Puch. Bro, he scored. He almost scored. He almost scored. He almost scored. He almost scored. Oh my god, it was so close. Oh, it would have been so beautiful. Ricky Putch, shoot! Oh, saved by the goalkeeper. Two chances for Ricky. Two chances for Ricky. Semedo now on the right hand side with Arturo Vidal. Barcelona are very, very wide now. We've got to change it up a bit. We're trying to widen our team overall. Just want to see Messi score. Yes, me too. I want to see Messi score as well. I want to see Messi get his 700 goal and get my prediction right. Because my prediction was 3 goals, one from Ansu, two from Messi. And I would say 80% there. 80% there. Barca media said Griezmann should consider playing left back. Oh, I'm gonna have to talk with Kevin about that. I'm gonna have to talk about Kevin about that. I don't think he should be playing left back. I like Kevin a lot, but I don't think he should be playing left back. I mean, someone like Alfonso Davies makes sense playing left back because he had a lot of pace and can really use that to drive forward. Griezmann doesn't have that pace, so he would be kind of like a slow left back. And I don't think he has the defensive capabilities to also continue to be like that. Someone, for instance, who should be a right back, in my opinion, or a right wing back should be someone like Adama Traore, because he has such physical power and pace that he can easily go past anyone. When he plays as a right wing, his room in the field is very, very little because he's kind of almost close to the end of the pitch. If he has space, like Semedo, for instance, in this game, where he has that open kind of area and overlaps, he can really do good. So that is why I would think that someone like Adama Traore should play right wing back. And another yellow card for Jindo Firpo. This referee is going crazy with the cards. Going crazy, crazy, crazy. Do player ratings at the end of this game? Could do. Could do. Could do. Could do. Ricky Puig reminds me. What? How? How does Ricky Puig reminds you of Arturo Vidal? How? Sami Saman saying, will one-leg ties from the quarters be a more favorable for Barca? Yes. I think that one-legged ties will be more favorable for Barca, but likewise, it will also be favorable for most teams. The only reason that I say this is because away from home, we're really, really bad. Even though our home advantage, and most times we win in the Champions League at home, going away is very difficult for Barca, and taking away that could potentially help us progress more. What? Does anyone know how much goals Cristiano has? I believe he is getting outscored by the number 10. Of course, he's getting outscored by the number 10. Pass it to Semedo. Semedo, 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 Semedo. Mátala, 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 pásala atrás. Good. Arturo Vidal with a cross now. Defended by Leganes. Rakitic performing well. AB10 Football. Buga, saludos del Callao. Saludos, causa. ¿Cómo estás? Un placer tenerte en el canal. Y especialmente otro peruano. Benjamin Counter. Griezmann está perdido. ¿Qué? Griezmann está perdido, no sabe su posición. Pura basura. Oh, man. I get that you all like a lot of you speak English and Spanish. That is good. That is crazy good. It makes me feel part of something. Lenglet good with the cover. Is Griezmann watching or playing? Everyone is working hard, so I guess everyone is Vidal, except the Mohawk is somewhere hidden. I guess we want to make that comparison. That is true. In Barca, Griezmann is defending better than what he's actually attacking, and that's a little bit worrying. By the way, have we made our 5 substitutions? Ricky Putch, Umtiti, Semedo, Suarez, and Vidal. Yes, we've made our 5 substitutions. Look, Ricky Putch, dink it. Yes, onto Arturo Vidal. We're starting an attack now with Arturo for the right. Onto Luis Suarez, onto Lionel Messi, sorry. Messi cuts inside. Oh, what a ball! Oh, that was onside, but what a ball from Messi. What a ball from Messi. What a think from Messi. And then on to Suarez, and Suarez didn't manage to connect with it. But what a ball from Lionel Messi. Red card. To who? To Javier Aguirre? Red card to who? Red card to who? Red card for who? To Aguirre, to the manager, to Javier, sorry. Javier, yes, I say Javier. What is he doing? I'm gonna read what he's saying. No, yeah, he did something. He said something very, very bad. Yes, Javier Aguirre got sent out. Mexico, no represent. Mexico got no represent. And yes, the referee is spamming cards right now. He even sent out the coach, man. He even sent out the coach. Okay, the game is about to finish in 30 seconds, guys. We got Rakitic. How did Rakitic make the full 90 minutes? I have no idea how Rakitic made the full 90 minutes. I'm honestly surprised. Messi with the recovery of the ball. Messi wants a goal. Messi wants a goal. You can see it in his blood. He's pumping. He's pumping. He wants a 700 goal. Oh, he wants it. You know he wants it. He got a red because he insulted. The game is about to end. The game ends. The game ends. Barcelona win. 2-0. Good job, guys. Good job, guys. And Quique Setien doesn't have a happy face. I must be honest. He doesn't have a happy face. He must be a little bit worried, and I would do as well. I would be a little bit worried. Hope Valencia draw Real. Yes, I would like Valencia to draw Real as well. Bro, stop saying that. Stop thinking about Rakitic because he loses the ball whenever you think about Rakitic. Well, guys, so we won 2-0. I'm gonna leave right now to take a bathroom break, and and then we'll be back for the match reaction. What about that? What about that, guys? Are you up for it? Hopefully you are. See you in a little bit. See you in a little bit. I'm gonna pause right here, and I'm gonna be back in just a second. So wait for me, right? Don't leave. Don't leave. Go. Okay, guys, we're coming back. So, so guys, welcome to now. This is gonna be the section of, I will call it the match reaction of the game. This is something that I want to do more often. So we just watched the game together. For all of you who managed to stay with us watching the game, well, while it was live, thanks a lot, very much appreciated. I love watching the game with you guys. It's a different experience, and I think it will be something I would like to do more often. We just have to see how it goes. Of course, we had some minor difficulties, technical issues here and there, but that is something that I will learn more and more. So thanks to all of you for sticking around. So entering back again, this match reaction section of the video, I have to say I want to start off by saying that Barcelona put in a good performance. I believe Barcelona did, based on what they have, based on what they needed to do against a team parking the bus, they did good. The performance was good in that sense, in that scenario, but it ultimately doesn't reflect the levels that we need to reach. Barcelona needs to do a lot more, and with the tools that we have, we need to expect to beat these teams. Leganes is at the bottom of the table. We need to expect the 3 points here. We cannot leave it to be this close as it was before. I think that's where Barcelona really needs to improve. They really need to take their chances when they have to. And in a game like this, where they're really closing you up and they're really parking the bus, we need to take the front foot. We had at one stage 81% possession of the ball, but that doesn't really translate into goals, didn't translate into chances. The very first, I would say, 30 minutes, Leganes had the most clear-cut chances. And that is something that has happened to Barcelona a long time ago, even with Valverde. Now with Quique Setien, and apparently this new change of motto and this new change of kind of philosophy and tactics is something that we believe it could change, but it hasn't really. And that is all due to the players, I believe, and what the players demonstrate on that field. That is why at the end of the game, we saw Quique Setien being not necessarily happy, looking satisfied in a way, but not necessarily filled with joy, because he knows that a lot of things needs fixing in this team, and it was clearly reflected for this game. It was clearly reflected on what we saw today against Leganes. Um, I'll read some of your questions for the moment being. Let's say what you guys have been thinking of the performance as well. Alan says, rate the performance out of 10. Like, I would rate the performance, I would rate it a 6, to be honest. I would rate it a 6 out of 10. 8 for me is a performance where it's good, amazing. I'm going to raise it. I'll say 6, 7. I think I'm kind of harsh. I'm always a little bit harsh. And that is something that some of you like, some of you don't. I like being harsh. I like being critical. And I think a 6 is what we played today. I think we need to play much, much better than today. I think we still have a long way to go. We did good. We got the win by 2 goals. But there's hard works to put up. Bless Frank saying, what a great match of Barcelona. Jose Padilla, we were kind of sloppy during the end. We were sloppy during the end. Link James saying, I use Photo Sports to watch the football games. That is fine. What else do we have from you guys today? Tomoya Okazaki, man, what a throwback to that player. Rakitic was willing to do more work today. Was impressed by his attitude. Yes, Rakitic, I must say, did look a little bit better. It did look like he was more prepared to understand his role at Barcelona, and that he's not going to be a starter of sorts every single game. Whenever he comes in games like this, he should be utilized for that sort of hard work. And if he starts to understand that, I think Barcelona are going to get really benefited. In games where we're playing up against a much bigger and open opposition, I will use, for instance, Real Sociedad like an example. I think that a much young, youthful midfield of the young Arturo Busquets could serve to be better. But in games like this, where we need a balanced midfield, since we're putting so many numbers forward and we ever need to kind of to keep someone in behind to kind of stop that counterattack, if Rakitic can really take control and hold of that situation and understand it, he could be a good asset for us. But before, he wasn't willing to understand it, but now it looks like he's doing better in the scenario. He understands now that if he wants to stay at Barcelona, he needs to do some certain things. He needs to change what sort of player he thinks he is. Talking about Ricky Putch, because I know a lot of you are going to be wanting to talk about Ricky Putch. I believe that Ricky Putch, with the performance that he did today, not only did he show that he could be a good asset, a good kind of substitute to play, in from the bench whenever we need to unlock more things. Because today we were having a lot of trouble, to be honest, completely honest with you guys. We're having a lot of trouble breaking the opposition team down. And Ricky Puig is going to be able to link in between the forward line and the midfield. We're going to have that player that I was talking a little bit in the live stream about how we were missing that sort of more advanced playmaker. A midfielder that wasn't scared of staying out of position, and Ricky Puig most of the time did. And I know that a lot of you are also going to be saying that Ricky Puig needs to continue to build up more on his physical kind of style of the game, because let's be honest, he's not the biggest of people out there. And yes, we saw how many times that wasn't to the benefit of Ricky Puig, but that is something that will just come with age and with time. So if the time being we can utilize him as that asset, if we can utilize him as an amazing substitute from the bench, whenever we need an impact, or even in games when we know that he can play from the get-go, I think he will be amazing. And that's how he will get more game time and then progress and progress and progress. And that's what we want. That's what we want. Jose Padilla, quickly, I just see your message saying Brian Hill was impressive for Leganes as well. Yes, I agree. Very good youngster, very similar to Ricky Puig, necessarily in the same style of play, but in build, in what they can bring to the field, all of that, I think it was good. And yes, Domen Scafar, yes, Ricky Puig almost scored today, and I was going nuts. If that would have happened, I would go crazy. But well, starting off with the first half, I guess that's kind of where we have to begin. Well, or you know what? In fact, I'll start before the game even began. The lineup that we saw today was very interesting because it showed that Quique Setien was going to do more rotations than often. Of course, we had Jordi Alba that wasn't going to play directly because he had that suspension, and Junior Firpo played because of it. But then we saw other substitutions like Ansu Fati, and then we saw other people coming in like Artur and Rakitic. I gotta be completely honest with you guys in saying that I believe that Griezmann was going to be dropped based on the performances that we had against Mallorca. And I thought that Braithwaite, of course, was also going to take that main number 9 position if Suarez wasn't going to play. I wasn't expecting Ansu Fati to play either, but I was expecting Braithwaite to play, and he didn't. And that was a very huge question mark surrounding what does Etienne really think. Because from the performance that we saw from Braithwaite and Mallorca, we needed him to play, and we needed him to be utilized in this game, and he didn't feature whatsoever. Griezmann played bad against Mallorca, and today he didn't do very similar. And today he did very similar. He was mostly invisible in the attacking phase of the game. Defensively, he was kind of there occupying different spaces. He was making the runs, but people were never really getting into him. I don't know what to really blame here. And to be honest, I don't think we should blame anything either. If we need to blame something, it's going to be the kind of reason at the start that we bought Griezmann, because he's most of the time finding himself wanting to be a secondary striker, when in reality, with the team that we had today with Ansu, Griezmann, and Messi, he was our main number 9. He wasn't really treating himself and behaving to be that sort of player. So that is what ultimately kind of really hurt the overall performance of Antoine Griezmann. And I would wish for him to get back on track, because we know that he has goals in him, we know that he has assists in him, and it's very unfortunate that he didn't manage to get the goal at the end of the day. This will hopefully get him some more motivation to continue seeking, because he knows that he can find them. But Griezmann didn't play well. And the next game against Sevilla, I wouldn't start Griezmann. I think that Barcelona should play with a stronger team that they have, and the stronger team that we have currently are not the names, are the players that are actually putting the performances, like Braithwaite, like Griezmann, like Braithwaite, like Messi, like Ansu Fati, like Suarez, players like that. Not Griezmann, which right now is not taking his chances. That is really, really hurting our stuff. That is really, really hurting our team. Let me go back to the commentary, to the comments for a moment now, while I take a little bit of a water break. Irebami says, I think it's time we let Suarez go, just like Cavani left PSG. He's no longer in shape to play in a league like La Liga. I mean, he has come back from a very difficult injury, and he didn't play necessarily the best today as well. But I'm kind of, I have faith in Suarez that he will turn it around. So for now, I wouldn't be that worried about him with him right now. Alan says, you should live stream yourself making a video so we can see your behind the scenes and your bloopers. No, No, I won't do that. I won't really do that. Anaki Shen says, Ansu Braithwaite Messi for the next game. Yes, I would start that, to be honest, against Sevilla. I think that is our best lineup, and that is what we needed to do today. How did you guys feel about Artur Melo today? I'm going to answer actually that question, Okazaki, because that gives me a very good kind of segue into what I want to talk about. And with Artur, we have a player that we know he can be good. And when he has the consistency, he actually demonstrates that he can be a good passer of the ball, a good metronome for Barcelona. So I am going to say that even though today he didn't play the best because he was constantly passing but never looking for that forward pass, and that is what was hurting us. I believe that Arturo should need to change that aspect of his game and be a little bit more of a risk taker. If we do that, then we'll be getting that player that can both link our midfield and our defense. And right now, Artur is kind of just staying in the middle, kind of controlling the game from one side to the other, and not necessarily taking hold of the midfield. And we want that. We want a player that will really stamp on the midfield for both teams and say, hey guys, I'm controlling the game. I make the pass, you're going to have to try and mark me. I will intercept your pass so then that the Young can do this or Busquets can do that. Arto Melo needs to improve that, needs to take a little more hold of his own actions because right now he's being not a merchant, not invisible, but he's not taking the spotlight. And we need a player that can do that. De Jong is improving upon that. Busquets has always done that silently, but has still managed to do that. We just need the other one. We need Artur to step up. And that's kind of what I wanted to say for this one. I think that Artur played good, but could do still a lot more. In the first half, where now I wanted to move into it, we can talk about a team that didn't manage to take control of it because of like reasons that I was saying with Arturo and all of that. And then we didn't have fullbacks that really pushed out very high. That was something that really hurt Barcelona in the long run, and we weren't able to break them down. In the second half, we did saw a little bit of a change after the break, where Quique Setien probably told the team to play a little more wide, and we stopped being narrow in Barcelona terms, and then we started actually pushing even one of our fullbacks higher up the field. So we would mostly end up kind of like with a back three in some scenarios, and that mostly back three would be Delson Semedo using his constant pace to get past the outside the left back, Jonathan Silva of Leganes. That's how we saw that goal from Anton Griezmann, which what we're out. That goal came from Nelson Semedo overlapping and utilizing his space and utilizing his dynamism to simply find that space. And that is what we want to see from either one of our fullbacks. One of you were saying how before Messi always cut inside and we never had someone over there exploiting the space. Well, that is because Sergio Roberto hasn't really been doing that in this game. He did it against Mallorca. He hasn't been able to do it because he doesn't have that pace to get past the little narrow space that Leganes is actually leaving behind. Semedo here is doing a lot more with his space, and in games like this, we shouldn't be afraid of saying we need Sergio Roberto for these sort of teams, and we need Semedo for these sort of teams as well. I think that Semedo from the get-go would have been much beneficial, but still, at least Quique Setien made the change, right? At least he made the change. Um, Overall, I have to say that I'm happy with the performance of the team, like I mentioned, because we had a team that put it very difficult for us, and we did play good in a sense. We had Messi scoring his 699th goal, and then you see, bad at math, right? And then he could have scored that 700th goal, which would have been, of course, the seal of everything. And so Fati, I was extremely happy with Fati because he took what I was saying, Arto Melo. What I think Arthur should have done is actually be that risk taker, and Ansu Fati did that. Ansu Fati was a risk taker and took the shot from outside the box, and what a shot it was, and it went into the back of the net. So very good of Ansu Fati. That is what we need. He's 17 and he's not afraid of the pressure. And that is something that I wish I had at his age. I wish I had that confidence in myself to do many different things. And now Ansu Fati is just showing him to be an amazing player. That is why something of the substitutions I do not understand. Substitution that Quique Setien made today doesn't really make too much sense. Of course, you want to keep the players, like I said, healthy and everything, but the substitutions ultimately have to affect the game. And today we didn't see that particularly. We saw, for instance, substitutions like Umtiti coming in to refresh Gerard Piqué. And then we saw other substitutions like Luis Suarez coming in to get him more fitness, to get him more game time so that he can return to match sharpness. But then we saw substitutions that I simply do not understand. We saw the introduction of Luis Suarez, which was good, like I said, but for someone like Ansu Fati, that shouldn't have happened. It should have been Anton Griezmann. Let's be honest. I like Griezmann, but he should have been taken out. And then we see other people like Rakitic staying in the game, where even though he put in that work and he was doing okay, I would say a 6, 7 out of 10. Someone like De Jong would have been good for a game. Ricky Putch could have come a little bit earlier, but not for someone like Artur Melo, maybe someone like, well, Busquets then. And then we have a midfield of Artur, Vidal, and Ricky Puig. I think substitutions like that of really thinking what we need can take Barcelona to the next level. Right now, Quique Setien is not doing that. Quique Setien is really thinking in the long run of things. And I guess it's okay, but he's thinking very similar to like Valverde. And I don't like that. And I don't really, really, really like that. So yeah, I guess that's everything that I really want to say for this game, guys. Now let's talk directly about your comments and let's get a little bit of your questions answered. So let's start off with Swarnadeep Ghosh, or sorry if I pronounce your last name. It says, how good will Ansu be next season? Well, I think Ansu can improve a lot because, like we said today, in just the amount of minutes, which was around 52, that he played today, he scored that goal and he looked like the most deadlier player in attack, even more than Messi, because Messi had simply so many numbers around him. Ansu Fati was that outlet. So if he's really taking the protagonism today, imagine what he could do tomorrow. Imagine what he could do next year. I think he would be very, very good. And it's good that we are not thinking or even having the idea that he could potentially leave on a transfer. Thankfully, that doesn't happen ever, and we get to keep this player for everything. Alan, Des showed Barca interest by posting himself in a Barca jacket. I think he knew exactly what he's doing. I think he knows that that could potentially trigger the social media and people to think that that he wants to come to Barcelona and everything. But right now, I think he will stay at Ajax and just keep it like that. How can we use Griezmann better, says YT. How can we use Griezmann better is very interesting because Griezmann is a player that in our system is finding it very hard. And I don't think it's something that we simply change but where he plays. As a left winger, he doesn't have necessarily the qualities to exercise that role. And as a striker at Barca, he can, but he's not really adjusted to it just yet. He's still thinking that he needs to kind of make their little runs, and do all of that, when in reality, the striker for Barca kind of pulls apart the defenders and then makes the run, because once you do that, you can keep the space for Messi in behind. And then if Messi kind of shoots or passes to you, then you score. Griezmann is thinking much more like he would play at Atletico, where he has only one main thing in his head, and that's scoring the goal at the end of the day. Because let's remember, Atletico Madrid play much, much further back in their own half. They have a lot of space in attack. Barca don't have that. Barca stay right there on the opposition's box. That is what something that is making Griezmann having so much trouble to really find his foot at Barcelona. So if you tell me how do we improve Griezmann, I don't really know how to tell you. I think we would need to either change formation or sell him, which is very, very unfortunate. Swarnadeep also mentions 5 yellow cards in 8 minutes. What the... yeah, I get it. And he even sent the coach of Leganes out the field. Something is really weird when that happens when the referees. It really gets out of control, let's be honest. And unfortunately, we're going to be missing Umtiti for that next game. That is something which can potentially hurt us a lot if PK is not ready for it. Griezmann was good with Suarez in the team. Yeah, it was good. I agree, because he had that main kind of reference. And Griezmann was good with Suarez when Messi was injured. So that is something that gave Griezmann a little more space for him to do what he wanted. When Messi is in the field, it's much harder for a player like him to really be better, because they're kind of overstepping themselves. They're kind of not letting each other play because they play in several areas of the field. Why is Ter Stegen playing in midfield? Well, he was playing that high up the field, and that is something that goalkeepers will often tend to do. You're going to move further up the field because you want to be there as a reference for your team. So if the ball comes or they need a pass, they can give it to you. If not, you are kind of giving a pass that could potentially not reach the goalkeeper, and then a striker can come and intercept that pass. So Ter Stegen is just there for kind of references. It's very hard to score from, let's say, a player from Leganes gets it and then he scores. It's going to be very, very hard to actually get it. It has happened, like Florenzi scoring all the way from the halfway line to Ter Stegen's goal in the Champions League with Roma. It has happened, but it's just something that most teams that play like this with possession will tend to do. Anaki Shen says, what do you think of the future of Dembele? I really like what he can do on the pitch. The problem is he gets injured all the time. I feel like we need one full season from him. Exactly. I think the same. He needs one full season to really excel and get the best out of him. That's when we will see the best Dembele, and we will see the consistency that he can give us and the levels. That is, like I said, Ansu Fati did very good in this game because we saw a player that was different to all of the other that we had before. Martin Braithwaite is kind of like that a little bit, but not necessarily. Ansu Fati is a natural, I'm not going to say winger, but he's a natural forward that can do the job of a winger because of the pace that he has and the technical ability that he has. That is why he can serve both as a fast kind of striker from the middle, kind of there drifting to the wide channels, or he can be a player in the right hand side of the field cutting inside. He's a very good hybrid as a forward. Another clean sheet, yes, indeed. That is something that I forgot to mention. The clean sheet for Barcelona in this one is very good because it demonstrates that we're at least improving in one side of the game. And that is something that makes me a little bit more confident, especially when we head into bigger games like the Champions League. We would get to see a team that looks more solid that. The thing with Barcelona is that most of the time clean sheets come to defenders in particular occasions, like Lenglet today kind of kicking it out from the net. That was very, very, very worrying. And it's still very worrying how Leganes got the two most clear-cut chances at the start of the game. That was worrying indeed. But most of the time for Barcelona as well, the defense comes down to the midfield, sorry. It comes down to how the pressure works there. And I think that the fact that Leganes was playing so narrow, it forced our players to also be close together. And it just made like a huge kind of, I don't know how to say it, like a huge population there. And that is why we were able to kind of keep the play not in our own half. And that is something positive for Barcelona. It helped that they were parking the bus, yes, but I think that if we can continue to use that and learn it to our trades, we can force teams to re-enter that defensive position. We can potentially get very good results. That is how teams like the Barcelona for Luis Enrique did very well. They were amazing in the counter-attack, but they were also very good in just simply soaking the lives out of the teams. And today, Barcelona were soaking the life out of Leganes, but not really, because Leganes were very solid, because they didn't have any threats that they had to worry about. That is something that Barcelona needs to improve and must improve. So thankfully, hopefully, we can fix that for the next game against Sevilla. Irevami mentions, the point you made about Griezmann is so right. My solution, I think the same thing that happened to Neymar will happen to Griezmann. He needs to season to adapt to this style of play. Could potentially happen. Neymar was much better suited for the Barca style, I believe, than Griezmann is. But Griezmann still has it because Griezmann is a technical player. He has the qualities to exceed at Barcelona and really become a good player. It's just up to us, I guess, to the club to see if he will get that consistency. So, guys, we've already been streaming for 2 hours and 40 minutes. That is something that is crazy, to be honest, for me. Crazy, crazy. And I guess I'm going to be cutting out because I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm getting a little bit tired. But I have to say that it has been very cool to be with all of you guys today. And I would love to do this again. I would love to improve. And I would love to kind of also, for instance, have this reaction and then we can cut it, and upload it as a reaction for more people to see. So yes, overall, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this live stream. Hopefully you have passed a good time. And of course, leave me the feedback in the comments when this stream ends because I want to learn, I want to improve on more things like this. So yeah, that's going to be it for right now.